me they were wizards, but they slit your gizzards too. They plundered arcane mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail.
Bonjour! It is I, Patrick McNamara of Dog Food Studios, your best friend and the only person who truly understands you. We are gathered here today to play Mage of Sail, a swashbuckling game of magic and mystery based on Mage the Ascension. But only based on, so if I get any rules wrong, no I didn't. Thankfully, I don't have to do this alone because I definitely wouldn't have enough stuff. So I'm joined with some of my friends. And everyone, so this is going to be the last anagrams one.
Oh.
And then I'm going to have to move on to something else. Because
Do you have any plans?
No, I have no idea what comes next. But firstly, if you're trying to clear a cave of guano, do not bother calling my first guest, because you can't spell batshit, nah, without Tabitha Sheehan. It's Tabitha Sheehan.
What the fuck?
That went over my head.
Second, guano means batshit.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh,
but...
sorry.
We all learned.
I didn't mean to
Jim
patronize
Carrey
you
taught
on the
us.
subject of batshit.
Jim Carrey taught us that in
I was trying to figure out
did.
the anagram.
If you have a fun joke that you want to tell someone, my next guest is the perfect person to tell it to, because you can't spell "oh rad lol" without Holly Conrad. As Or Edmonston, it's Holly Conrad.
That was the obvious one.
Yeah.
You did.
Third, if you need someone to if you're doing a stint in the joint and you need someone to smuggle a weapon in for you, my next guest can help you out, because you can't spell jail pipe without Lydia Piper.
Wait, I thought jail pipe meant something else.
Oh, does it? I can
don't
do
know.
another one if you want.
Yeah,
Do you have another one?
I have
pocketed?
another one pocketed
Well, this is
for
the
Lydia.
this is the last.
This is the
time,
last
so
one.
you might as well.
Yeah.
Well, if you need help performing a hemorrhoid-related prank,
It's all ass.
All ass.
my next guest is the perfect person to consult with. You can't spell pile jape without Lydia Piper as Lydia. Lydia
It was a
Piper.
far enough stretch that I do applaud the effort.
And last but not least, no introduction needed here. You can't spell anal bead
It's okay.
without Dabe Alan. I'm sorry, Dave. It
No,
uses
I-
every letter.
I understand. It's perfect.
It's as Wilhelm.
All about ass.
Dave Allen.
Nope. It's all about
I
the
don't care
ass.
about getting demonetized. The trick is, so here's the
don't
thing. Make your intro credits 30 seconds long, because that's the danger zone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm told the danger zone got pushed back to where we don't. It's less dangerous now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, well, so
Yeah, you're fine.
I'll fuck the credits.
Yeah.
then.
You can say a bunch of Fs.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Poo. So, Lydia,
Yeah.
when last we saw you, you were staring off the bridge. The bridge? No, this isn't a spaceship. You were staring off the fucking
Brig?
ship.
Being moody.
At the ship of one Paxton Fuppy, which you had recently sunk by turning a man's clothes into acid,
Oh, yeah.
causing it to bring on water. And you start to think back to yourself about the Molotov cocktails that you made in that episode, and thinking, well, they seem to go all right, but I don't know, something felt wrong. At which point, Paxton Fuppy's ship explodes in a huge and obviously supernatural storm of purple light.
Like, something feels wrong in the sense of, like, I feel like I've done something wrong.
Yeah,
or
like you weren't sure if you got the glyph right, you know, like there was something maybe slightly off.
Okay.
At which point, you make your excuses and travel downstairs to your cabin. And as you sit thinking about it and perhaps wondering if you did something wrong or if it's just the magic itself that is wrong, you take a look at your. So of course you remember that in episode 11 or something, you were given a packet of seeds
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
by the Sage of Mail.
I do have my note for seeds.
Oh
Now-
yeah. Okay.
Did you ever plant those?
No.
Okay, so that's why it's so interesting that the packet has burst open, and a plant appears to have grown there. And indeed, it's a plant that you recognize. It's the plant that you saw the first time that you awakened.
Oh, it's a fern.
Yes, it's the impossible plant that led to you discovering your abilities as a mage.
Fern flower.
It's a fern
That don't
flower.
exist.
They don't
Whoa.
exist.
Oh.
Allegedly.
As you look at it and think, well, that's a strange coincidence. Very, very quickly it begins to grow and surround your entire room and surround you. And that is the point, Liga, that you had your third seeking, which we will perform in a solo game at a later date. But that is what you were doing while everyone else was having shenanigans in Hammerhead Bay.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'll probably put it on Patreon. So that's going to be where I'm going to do a layer third. Yeah.
I'm excited for my little cocoon story.
Yeah.
For to see these graphics.
It is several hours later when you emerge, refreshed and more powerful than ever.
Grats.
Yeah, sick.
It is. It is, and it is. It seems like it's relatively late in the evening. The sun is definitely set, and you hear a drunken voice singing, "Woe is me."
Oh my god.
In the dark, half stupid human and half stupid shark. Woe is me. And you recognize the voice of your co-captain, Apex, singing along as he wanders the halls. And you can hear him sort of banging into the walls as he tries to sort of walk crookedly. Woe is me. And then you hear someone sort of pawing at your door, saying, Liga, 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 Liga. I need to tell you, Liga, about my stupidity. Liga, they have ruined it, Liga. And he starts trying the door, which is locked. Liga, can I? Liga,
Gosh. I don't
please.
say anything. I just third silence.
Wow.
Please don't reject the premise, Liga.
Sorry. I was thinking he would drunkenly eventually just like cave and tell me the story through the door.
Oh, Liga. They have ruined it, Liga. Liga.
I open the door and I just walk into my forest room.
Oh, I like what you've done with the place, Liga. They've ruined it, Liga. They have ruined Hammerhead Bay. They have renamed it, Liga, from the place of my ancestors. Now its name is stupid.
Which is?
Mermaid Bay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Apex Bay.
Oh no, it was originally called. So you've landed in a place called Hammerhead Bay, where Apex has been trying to get to for 4 or 5 episodes, and it appears, according to Apex, that he has changed the name. The name has been changed to Mermaid Bay.
Well, he said they named it something stupid.
They did name it
And
something stupid.
I was saying that I thought they named it Apex Bay, but I'm really
Oh,
sorry.
I see. I get the joke now. I'll cut that out. I'll cut out the bit where I didn't understand the joke.
I'm sorry.
But neither would Apex. I was in character.
That's true.
You did the right thing.
You're right.
You're role playing.
No, they should call it Apex. They should call it Apex Bay. I agree.
Why is Mermaid Bay so bad?
Because it's not a type of shark.
Do you guys call each other hammerheads, like in your shark language?
Our shark language is mainly fin-based, so we don't have words. But
What do you call it in your shark language?
and he sort of waggles. And perhaps from your experience being a shark, you go, "Oh right, yeah, Hammerhead Bay. That makes sense.
So they're like bees?
The Bay of the Hammerheads."
Oh yeah,
wiggle,
that
yeah.
makes. Okay, you're right.
And Liga, I have somehow become incredibly drunk, and all of the crew have left because they hate me.
Is that? I don't think they hate you.
And now I cannot dominate Hammerhead Bay, for I am too drunk.
Well, let's get you sobered up and to a place where you can just accept this name because worse things have happened.
The crew told me that everyone was at the town hall, Liga.
Oh yeah, I should probably catch up with everyone.
I will join you, and if anyone attempts to attack you, Liga, I will fight them successfully, but perhaps unsuccessfully, because now I am a failure. And there is no hammerhead Bay to dominate.
Are you okay to be on land?
Yes, I am half human after all.
Well, I don't know if you need to keep your fins wet.
Oh no, I can. We Rokia, we can go onto land. Yes, it is frowned upon, Liga. I will not lie to you, and indeed, I was criticized deeply by my peers.
Should we put a muzzle on you?
Oh, poor Apex.
I'm sorry.
Muzzled by his friend Liga.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's in his human form, I should say.
For some reason, I still picture him
He's always just a were shark.
Yeah.
He's always a street shark.
I'm sorry. No. Pretend I didn't say that. No. We're gonna go. We're gonna catch up with everyone. It's been a minute. I'm sure you are just taking things. I'm sure the name change is just really shaking you, that you're maybe just a little more sensitive right now than usual.
I am also... I feel drunk on an almost spiritual level. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't normally get this drunk. I become maudlin when I am drunk, Liga. I'm very sad. Oh,
You're
and
a sad drunk.
I explored slightly, Liga, this town of Mermaid Bay. And they have a little house full of pictures of people, Liga. They call the Bounty Office. They have a picture of you there, Liga. I thought I should tell you as my friend, because we didn't get to it in the last episode.
Is it me as my elderly self?
I only know you as your elderly self. No, they had a picture of you as I know you, and also a picture of a much younger woman. Perhaps we should visit them on the way, and you can gaze upon your likeness.
Before we leave, I'm gonna update my appearance.
Okay. Who do you want to be disguised as?
I just want to be a middle-aged version of me now.
Oh, really? So it's not going mid-40s.
Yeah.
That'll trick them.
All right.
Got him.
So that is Apex isn't a witness. So that is a level 2 vulgar effect. Its difficulty is 3, and you have 6 dice to roll. How long do you want this to last?
A day?
A day? Okay, so you've got a pretty heavy hand of paradox dice already, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll cover it.
Here we go.
You said 6, right?
Yeah.
3 successes.
3 successes. That is exactly what you need. So describe for me what Liga is going to look like in her 40s, 50s.
It's 40s, and I also changed the color of my hair.
Oh, to what?
They'll never guess.
I'll never guess. Yeah, that can only be done with magic.
Red hair. You know what? Just really bright red hair.
Really bright red hair.
Yeah, that'll be super.
Got him.
All right, I love it. So as you saunter off with Apex, we turn to our political action committee, where Wilhelm, you disguised as the human form of the wereshark Apex, are about to engage in a political debate for your new mayoral candidacy for the town of Mermaid Bay. And Bucky Muffler has just told you that the specific to the Golden Isle weather system, known as the Golden Shower,
Not
just
a
gonna-
thing you want mid-yawn. You don't.
just gonna look at the person who came up with that joke, is taking place, and you'll be unable to lie. Now, indeed, as the rain begins, you notice that it's a kind of metallic gold. Presumably, that's why they call it that.
Hopefully.
Uh-huh.
That's why they call it.
And and it begins to, and indeed, like, it will stain your skin, and you'll have to brush it off. It's quite cool looking, but still. And you notice in the crowd, a woman take full advantage of that by running up to her presumed husband and going, "You bastard, what do you feel about Agnes?"
Uh-oh.
And he says, "Agnes means nothing to me." Ah! And he seems like he's got like a blinding pain from just telling that lie. At which point she goes, "You bastard!" and starts hitting him with her shoe. They are, of course, hustled off by Bucky Muffler's security because you know they're
they are causing it.
Yeah, they're ruining the scene. But it is apparent to you that indeed it is impossible.
Or it hurts really bad to lie.
Yeah. Bucky Muffler looks at you, perhaps a little smugly indeed. Says, "Well, Mr. Apex, let's start out the way we do debates here on the Golden Isle. I ask a question, and then you ask a question. And there's no doubt that even as politicians, we're not able to lie because we're in a golden shower after all. So, and of course, you're welcome to confer with your political team."
And currently, who's at my back?
You have Sisha and Aura with you.
Okay.
And you also have Barbara with you, which is the Master of the Hound's huge dog.
Yes.
And Bucky Muffler says to you, "So, my first question, you're new to the Golden Isle. What ship did you arrive on and what brings you here? Feel free to consult with your team."
Yeah. What's the name of our ship? I forgot it.
Nexus?
The Nexus Spear.
Nexus Spear, yes.
Okay.
But Apex doesn't know what ship he originally. We don't know what ship.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's Wilhelm who's answering the question.
right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yeah, the
Right.
Nexus
So
Spear.
it's
Yes.
the Nexus Spear.
And
Yeah.
while this is happening, I want to use my spirit to try and like, I don't know. Is there a spirit of the audience?
That's an interesting concept. Yeah, why not? Yeah. So there is kind of
A crowd spirit? Like,
what you're able to see is kind of the sort of aura of the crowd. If you'll excuse the accidental pun.
aura.
Yeah.
Aura sees the aura.
Yeah.
So you're able to kind of see how they're feeling in the spirit world and what the general feeling
Yes.
of them is. But because all humans sort of have their own spirit and it's internalized to them, there isn't a spirit of this particular crowd.
Right.
Very, very large crowds might have a spirit, but not this one. You can more get just like a feel of how they're going.
Okay. No. I think that's what she's trying to see is the spirit, and I'm wondering if it. Like, I imagine it as like a color, like almost like like when they take like aura pictures. It's like there's an aura of the crowd.
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
it's like a color. So like if they're right now they're probably neutral, and I feel like there's two different colors for each different candidate.
Yes. Would you like to pick a color to represent your side?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Okay, purple.
Yeah.
Bucky Muffler's
Bucky
like
Muffler's
puke.
Yes.
Bucky Muffler is gray.
Gray. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's purple and gray, and right now it's like blue or something in between it.
Sure. Yeah.
But like I'm
blue.
imagining that there must be some sort of magic that I can do to show Apex as a better candidate to this crowd spiritually. Like something like more appealing, like maybe
You could erode the spirit of Bucky Muffler. Probably.
Oh, that's true, because that's a new ability I can do.
Yeah.
Maybe attack.
However, that would be, because that's a cult and it's third level, you would probably maybe have to do something overtly occult to do it. There
so
would have to be some kind of method.
I think right now I'm just gonna watch, and if I see it changing, I'm gonna tell you. So, and if it goes like super south, then I'll do something like really bad. But like for right now, I think we're fine.
I was gonna say, I think you should say you came back here to see if it was true what has happened to this place. It's mermaids now instead of sharks.
But is that why you came?
No, I mean, oh yeah.
Because you can't lie.
I mean, you could lie if you can take it, but
No.
All right.
Apex arrived on the Nexus Spear, brought here by friends we made along the way.
It's very true.
Friends and cohorts I've come to grow rather close to.
Oh, that's It's deeply adorable, Mr. Apex. And I'm sure all the crowd are just happy to have another person here in Mermaid Bay. Am I right? And people go like, yeah.
Very soft cloud. What color is that clap?
Yeah, it's like
That clap is very neutral.
yeah, it's like still like.
Yeah, people just like, I guess so. Yeah, the guy's here. That's fine.
I feel like I'm like looking at the spirits, and like most of them are just like thinking of booze,
Yeah.
like and like wenches.
Yeah,
like
people-
it's just,
They're wondering when the open bar is.
yeah. I'm like right now they're not really into this, and I feel like they might be obligated to be here.
Now, Wilhelm, it's a chance for you and your team to ask me a question.
Okay. Huddle.
I'm going to give you guys just a minute to think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to Liga.
Okay, yeah, totally.
So, Liga, are you going to head straight to the town square, or are you going to make any stops along the way?
Is there anything interesting as I see?
You do pass by the bounty office on the way to the town square, and there is still a man in there burning the midnight oil a little bit.
Does he look like he's like... What does he look like?
He looks like a sort of slightly efficient British, he's wearing a uniform, so he's probably one of the colonists.
All right, I'm gonna step in
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna peruse the photos.
Okay. They're portraiture rather than photos, but
Oh well,
photos,
yeah. I'm assuming they're like just along the wall, right?
Yes, yeah. You've got a lot of there's a lot of posters lined up.
Okay.
There, everywhere you go, pretty much there are any bounty office is going to have posters for the Dread Pirate Hendrix, 8 foot tall, fire breathing, etc.
Of course.
So you also see a couple of other posters. First, it's for the Houndmaster.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Wanted in connection to the crimes of the Dread Pirate Hendrix. He is considered extremely dangerous and should not be approached. And you see a rather more sort of, like the Master of Hounds is quite an unassuming looking gentleman. In this photo, he isn't. And noticeably, he does also have sort of almost an animalistic maw.
Okay.
And has terrible hounds around him.
Okay.
You also see a poster for the Dread Pirate Nigel, with Dread is in quotes, who is wanted alive, and the word alive is underlined 3 times,
Oh, okay.
for the crimes of piracy, insurrection, and being a complete bastard.
Checks out.
The third is, of course, for you, Liga. Liga, Master of Disguise, wanted for blasphemy, murder, and crimes against the people of Latvia. Known to travel in disguise. And I say there are pictures of old and young Liga up there. And as you walk in and you're just sort of perusing, the officious British officer says, "Hello, Captain Hawksley here. Looking for collecting a bounty?"
I just wanted to take a look because as you travel, you never know if you've ran into one of them, and you can always use a little bit of pocket money.
Indeed, yes. I see your attention was taken by that ghastly Liga woman.
I think my attention was taken by all of them,
Well,
that was just the one that I ended on.
it makes sense. It was at the end of the line.
Yes.
Yes, terrible woman. They say she called herself a witch and ended up burning down her village.
It's horrible.
And killing everyone in it.
Jesus. She sounds like the worst person ever.
I would say so. She's certainly perhaps the worst person up here.
Oh my God. Well, have you heard of her being up here?
Oh, I mean up on the wall.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I really don't want this terrible person anywhere near me.
No, we just got this poster just arrived this morning, in fact,
Oh, wow.
from Blood Island.
Oh.
We had received new information. This was very much a cold case, yes.
Oh my God. Well, you have a lot of very terrifying looking people up on this wall.
Yes, but none of them have burned down an entire village, aside from the Dread Pirate Hendrix, who I fear may be a myth, in fact.
Well, you see Dread Pirate Nigel, which I think says right on there, being an asshole?
Complete bastard,
Complete
yes.
bastard. Okay.
Yes, yes. That's actually hasn't come from the colonists. That's a personal bounty put here by a captain.
Oh.
Yes. So quite a lot of money if you can bring this Nigel to into the custody of Captain Dread.
not to be confused with. Wasn't there another Dread?
Well, there's a Dread in the name, the Dread Pirate Nigel, indeed.
Oh,
but
well, yes.
Captain Dread is the person who put the bounty up.
Oh, okay, noted.
They are extremely keen to track down this Nigel character.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open because, like, I don't want any of these people anywhere around our community.
No, absolutely not. And you have to be especially careful of that Liga because master of disguise, they say. And as he says that, he just thinks for a moment. And I would like you to give me a manipulation and subterfuge roll.
My NIMBY talk would be.
The NIMBY talk. We need to keep our community safe.
And I'm going to roll his wits and insight to see if he's realized that he may be talking to them.
Can it be
Can it be manipulation?
anything else?
I'm afraid it's definitely manipulation because you're lying. Is that not a good roll for you? 2. Okay.
Oh, you don't need paradox, right? 'Cause it's
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's a
Oh, I guess
mundane
that's what I
roll.
am.
Monday.
I beefed.
You beefed it. You got 0.
Yep.
Okay. So he feels like he's being rather silly, but you, you're a pretty smart person. You've got a lot of wits. You notice his hand move underneath the desk. And he says, which ship did you come in on?
Oh, I came on the.
Is the golden shower happening?
It is, but it's outside.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the bounty office is indoors, so you don't have to tell the truth.
Oh, okay. So if I
You got to be hit by the shower.
Yeah, you got to be actually in the
golden.
waters. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I actually am visiting family.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. In Mermaid Bay or?
It's more kind of like they are like your family friends.
Oh,
But
I see.
yeah. But it was
Perhaps
called,
I know them.
Yes. They are friends with Apex.
Is that the new political candidate?
Yes.
He wants to be mayor, I understand.
Exactly. So I came here to try to support my friend, my dear familial friend.
I understand he's running on an anti-British platform.
Oh, well, I didn't actually realize about that. So I'm really sorry. That's really awkward and inconvenient. I'm really sorry about that. I just wanted to support a family friend.
Understood. Would you mind just coming with me for a moment? I'd like to ask you a few more questions. If that's all right.
Where do you, because like I just wanted to stop by and peruse. This is turning into way longer than I was able to, because like if anything, I have to go meet up with my friends who I believe are doing their campaign thing right now.
Perhaps I'll come with you.
Of course.
Yes. Well, I'll just lock up and come
You know
with
what?
you. And
Well-
you see him, there's something underneath the table and he just takes it and he puts it in his belt. And he says, let's head off and we can chat. Oh, I see it's raining out.
Well, actually, you know what? Oh, I cannot be in the water. Like, it's just, I think if it's okay with you, I'm just going to sit here and wait for the rain to stop.
Indeed.
Like, let's just chat here. We can have some tea. Like, just sit inside. Like, I haven't had a good cup of British tea in such a long time. I would really appreciate one, actually.
Of course,
and
of
we can
course.
continue our conversation right now. And then when the rain stops, we can go.
Indeed. Give me another manipulation and subterfuge roll.
Sorry.
Damn.
You got another roll.
You got another
Yeah.
roll.
Same 2 dice. Looking great.
2 success.
Okay. So he says, tea would be lovely. Let's have some tea and wait for the showers to end. You're quite right. It's rather difficult to get the rain off your skin on the Golden Isle.
Oh, the golden hour.
On the Golden Isle, sorry.
Oh, golden hour, yes.
Yes, well, if you're new to it, you may not be aware the golden showers outside, which make it impossible for anyone to lie. Rather a strange quirk of science.
Oh, well, that sounds convenient.
I didn't get your name. Sarah's a known alias of Liga.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you've used that one before.
Oh, I have?
Yeah, you have. But like, no one. I don't think anyone knows. You've previously given your name as
Why
Sarah.
is Sarah my...
I don't know. I thought of Sarah before you said it, so I'm psychic.
Yeah,
I guess.
Spell it different. S-E-R-A.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah. No, yeah, C-E-R-A.
C-E-I. Wow, that's quite lovely. Yes,
Yeah, like Triceratops.
I'll
It's short. It's a nickname.
Lord.
come with me through to the back, and I'll make the tea.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. You're so hospitable. I really
And he
appreciate that.
stands he lets you go first.
It's in the back room.
Yes, he opens the door and allows you to walk.
Is
through
it
if you
dark?
want to. No, there is a light on in there.
How's it look in there from where I'm standing?
It looks like it's probably some kind of staff room. It's where he probably hangs out when he's off, or if there's other people on duty. But there are tea making facilities, comfortable chairs.
Is anyone else in there?
There's no one else in there, no.
Fine, I'll go in.
Okay, so you walk in and he follows you and closes the door behind you. And now we're going to go back to the town hall.
I love this.
So now you guys can have a huddle and decide what kind of question you might want to ask Bucky.
My question to you first
Okay.
is, when someone asks a question in a debate, do they have to then answer it also themselves?
No,
Okay.
you're just going to ask.
So this is all set up.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
You just get to ask whatever question you want. You're not going to have that question asked back to you.
Gotcha.
Because that would be difficult. I think that would be harder for you than it would be for Bucky. Probably.
Potentially, I do have to a lot of manipulation to happen.
I was maybe ask why they want to be mayor. Where'd they come from?
I think it might be worth knowing how long they've been in Hammerhead Bay.
Yeah.
Just because, in theory, this is the ancestral home for Apex.
It's true.
And that's a good thing to stand on.
Yeah.
But also, I know that the townsfolk are more or less not excited about the current new direction of the town. They're kind of in the old ways. So
Definitely insult him
asking about
first.
the most important changes.
Yeah. Say that he's like a small-minded British man, and that you need the strength of Apex.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say like plan your strength.
It's a hard question
Yeah.
to ask. Is be like, I'm strong. But yeah, so.
Why am I so
Your,
strong?
your connection to the place is so strong because it's your ancestral home.
It's true. Apex has lived. This is the ancestral home, Hammerhead Bay of Apex. How long have you lived here in Hammerhead Bay? Notably, I do not call it Mermaid.
Okay, yeah. And as you say Hammerhead Bay, a lot of people go,
You get a little bit of purple on it.
You hear a little bit of murmurs of appreciation,
Yeah.
and even some. Ooh. Well, my family have lived around Mermaid Bay for generations. Yeah, that's why this place is so dear to me, and why I want the best for its people. I don't have any family here anymore, I'm afraid, but, and he looks sad for a moment. And he says, "But nowhere means more to me than No one means more to me than Mermaid Bay." No, I'm going to say that's in character.
Okay.
Yeah, he said, "Nothing means more to me than Mermaid Bay."
I audibly laugh. I try and get the audience. I'm like, loser.
Yeah, and you see some laughs there. It's like, Bucky doesn't know what the fucking name of the place is. They can't decide. Bucky goes, "Well, I guess it's time for my next question, and I'm sure all the people here would love to know, what are your policies? How will you make life better for the people of Hammerhead Bay?"
You call it Hammerhead Bay there. Again,
Fuck.
I think the crowd noticed.
Yeah, he silently kicks himself, but he doesn't correct himself this
Boo.
time.
Just boo.
Boo!
Oh yeah. Okay. My new thing is like, as I see him getting the crowd riled up, I like go down.
Okay.
So now I'm like in the front.
Okay.
Nice.
So I am like spiritually manipulating them by just manipulating them generally.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. So give me a what would that be?
You're reading the vibe.
Yeah. But boo.
But also, yeah.
Like you're trying to rile them up.
Yes.
Give me a manipulation plus persuasion roll. 'Cause
Okay.
You're trying to persuade this crowd.
Okay.
It could also be charisma if you want, depending on which one.
I'm gonna make it charisma.
Because you're trying to get the crowd to like you.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
So you manage to get a few people to laugh,
Okay.
and you with your kind of soccer hooliganism kind of
Yeah.
tactics.
I do have a staff and a weird hat, and I just
Yeah.
look like a fun clown.
Yeah, you look like
So-
maybe you're a mascot.
Yes.
Also,
Yeah.
I would like to give my appreciation for the idea of having Apex talk in the third person.
Yes.
I think that's very good.
Because it's not a lie.
Yeah, Drew, it's not.
Don't worry, I got this pre-planned.
So what is your the question
You're
was,
saying that what are your
Apex's
policy?
How will you make life better for the people of Hammerhead Bay? And then he looks a little bit aggrieved.
Apex has returned to his ancestral home. He's witnessed the changes that have been made. And Apex is not happy. Apex will bring back conquest to Hammerhead Bay over. Well, I guess I guess conquest would be the more or less economical
Yes.
kind of.
He does want to conquer Hammerhead Bay.
Yeah. Trying to.
So I don't think you've said a lie.
Yes, I'm trying to dance around it.
You also have to know it's a lie. So you can't say something by mistake. I'll tell you that rule. So if you say, "Oh, that guy's name is James," but his name is actually Jason, and he never told you, that's not gonna.
Yeah, for sure. I think at this point, Wilhelm is hoping that the crowd will respond to phrases such as conquest.
Okay. Yeah. So as you
and
hear,
Hammerhead Bay just effectively kind of doing a little bit of nonsense.
yeah. Bucky says, "If I may follow up slightly, who does he intend to conquer? The people of Mermaid Bay?
British. Apex intends to conquer the British.
Yeah. And I would say about 60% of the crowd looked like they were kind of pleased with that.
Okay,
And a few others.
good
were
ratio.
Now,
I mean, there are British in the crowd, so we are assuming.
I'm
There are people that are pretty upset.
just gonna yell like, "We're not afraid of the British!"
Yay! And you hear a little bit more of that. And Bucky's starting to look a little bit suspicious now. And he says, "Now, what question do you have for me?" And if you don't immediately have one, we can go back to legal while you have a little break.
I do have one. I think Bucky Muffler, what do you think is the most important change you plan to make at your hand in Hammerhead Bay?
Well, that's an excellent question, Mr. Apex. I think that my policies are safety for the people of Hammerhead Bay, the introduction of new forms of commerce through the flesh circus, and
Is there any
I'm really glad I
is
decided
there-
not to tell Lydia anything that happened.
Is there any crowd reaction to the phrase
Like,
flesh circus?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people are kind of excited about the flesh
Oh, okay,
circus.
fair enough. I mean, I get it.
And further integration with our colonist friends from New Romsey.
Boo!
Have we heard New Romsey?
New Romsey
before?
so you've heard a little bit that New Romsey is the biggest British colony on the island.
Yeah. And then it sounds like there's a boo from the crowd.
Yeah, there are some boos definitely when you hear New Romsey. Apart from anything else, it's a little bit like saying, I want to work more closely with Toronto when you're in Montreal.
Oh.
It's a very Canadian thing, but I understand what you're saying.
Those are cities in Canada. I'll put it up on lower third as
Yeah,
well. Let's
okay,
see if we-
good. Educate everybody. Maybe you could show the map.
Yeah, where's Canada located again?
I think it's up there. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay.
North,
Okay.
It's the hat.
not
yeah.
far,
Yeah.
right there.
As you start to think about it, you're doing quite well in this debate. I think. We're going to go back to Liga. So Liga, this gentleman takes you through, and he begins making the tea, but he never takes his eyes off you and says, So Sarah, tell me more about the ship you came in on.
Oh, I forgot the name actually. I had just gotten a fare for a ship that was coming this way. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am completely spacing on this.
Oh, So that definitely didn't make him less suspicious.
Okay. That's fair. Oh, I remember actually. It was called the Nexus Spirit.
The Nexus Spirit. Interesting. Did you bring any other people with you? Do you have any other friends there?
Well, like like I said, I don't have friends. I had paid for transport.
Oh, and they didn't mind transporting a fugitive?
I'm sorry. Did you just call me what?
And then he reaches back and brings out a single-shot flintlock pistol.
I'm sorry, sir. What is happening here?
I believe that I'm about to collect a bounty is what's about to happen here.
I believe you're about to commit a murder.
No murders. We're just going to put you in chains.
So you're gonna just chain a civilian who just wanted to try to do their due diligence by looking to see bounties, and just trying to be a good citizen?
I'm not sure. Okay. So this time, charisma and persuasion.
I'm sorry.
Guilting the British.
You don't have to be sorry. You're allowed to thwart my NPCs. That's fine.
Yeah, don't apologize to the NPCs.
Yeah.
They don't actually exist and don't have feelings.
Okay, what did you tell me to?
Roll probably charisma plus persuasion.
Okay. I'm not a persuasive person. One thing. Whee!
Oh, is that worse? Okay, we'll do manipulation then.
2. I don't know why I'm like. Okay, I have 1.
You got 1. Okay, and I'm gonna roll his insight.
I don't know why I decided
Kick his
to
ass.
like really be persuasive with.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
You got any of those spheres?
So he now remembers that he looked at this file quite closely, and he remembers that you're from Latvia, and he also remembers an acquaintance of his who is from Latvia, and he realizes that you speak with a Latvian accent, and he is absolutely certain now that you are Liga. And because I'm afraid he rolled 5 successes.
Oh my god!
You have to go loud.
It's time to be acid.
He is close to you. There is also the fact that you and this terrible Witch of the Wilds Liga both have one hand, which he's noticed.
Simple life form.
He's not a simple life.
No.
Okay.
In my mouth, my spit, I'm gonna turn.
Like the bacteria?
I'm gonna turn the bacteria into a different bacteria, then I'm gonna spit it in his face.
Okay, sure.
Damn!
What?
Chemical warfare.
Yeah.
Sick.
Is that okay?
Literally.
Yeah, come on.
Do the Gold Miles have a Geneva Convention?
Not yet,
Okay,
no.
well,
No.
let's
That was
so-
after World War
What
I.
is this what are you going to transform this bacteria into doing?
I'm gonna turn the bacteria in my mouth into a legit parasite that, when it goes into his body, attacks his memory, his brain.
I like that a lot, yeah.
So, and when I spit, I just needed to get someplace soft.
Yeah, you just got, okay, so
They're
there
like his nose.
you're going to have to do
a membrane of
You're going to have to do a roll to spit right.
Yeah, how's your accuracy?
So let's first of all, let's get that. So
I just cut my blood. I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
Windshield wiper. The
So let's hand wave the fact that like you use some of your survival herbs or something you already had in your mouth, because you'll need some kind of. So roll me. So that is, you're transforming a simple life form. I would say that's not an alteration. You're making it into something completely different.
Okay.
So that is a
still have
3-dot
3.
effect, but it's also coincidental. He doesn't know that you're doing anything. So you need to hit a difficulty 3, and you're rolling 6 dice. Include your paradox dice. There's no way that unleashing a strange bacteria on this can't go wrong. How many paradox dice is that? Oh, a fair few. Good.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Lydia's murdered the most people in the terrible worst way.
I have 1 success.
You got 1 success. You can succeed at a cost, or you can roll. You can spend a willpower to re-roll up to. You can re-roll up to 3 non-paradox dice.
I will use a willpower.
Okay. Go ahead and roll however many non-paradox dice you have available.
Boop, boop.
Come on, this is cool. Work.
You got 2 no's and 1 yes.
2 no's and 1 yes.
Or 2 skulls, yeah.
Can I use another willpower?
Yeah, you can use as many as you want.
Let's keep it going.
Boop, boop. Come on.
Patrick says it's going to be cool. Gotta make it happen.
I have 2 now.
You have 2 now, so you want to succeed at a cost.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cost is that you realize that you need to get into touch with the very kind of essence of survival in order to do this.
Oh no.
Like this is quite deep magic, so spit isn't going to do it. So you're going to have to cut yourself and throw blood at him, and you're going to take health.
Fucking do it.
So you take a health level of damage,
Okay.
and you're going to kind of.
I was just gonna full on like cut my hand and then just like kind of like, because he's right here, right?
Yeah, he's very close. He's
smash it in his
inadvisably close for someone with a firearm.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just smack him on the face with my bloody hand.
Okay, so now just give me a quick strength plus brawl roll to see how well that does.
Paradox, you need for that.
Don't need any
That's
for
a
that. That's
mundane roll.
mundane.
Brawl. Okay, so just once again 2. Which once again is gonna be like,
Success.
Success. I can see you only needed 1 success.
okay.
So you kind of just sort of throw yourself at him and smear your hand over his mouth, like Michael Chandler in the Chandler Poirier fight.
So
and
very
he-
specific.
Don't watch
It
it.
was seen as a rather dirty play. And
Okay, so
and
you're
he-
comparing me to that.
yeah, and he goes, "Oh my God, what is?" And he brings his firearm up, but he's so disgusted that he definitely can't at this moment remember where he is. And you now have a window if you want to try and achieve something in that time. So you could, if you want to run away, or because he doesn't seem like he's fully disabled yet. He's aware that something's happening as the bacteria is starting to affect his brain.
I just kick him on the butt so he falls, and then I run, clock the door, and take the posters.
Okay, great. So
Yeah.
that absolutely works. And so he kind of, you kick him and he falls over, and as he looks up, you realize he has no idea who he is,
Great.
where he is, or what has just happened. And he says, "Who are you? Who am I?" And then you just fucking run.
Well, I lock the door.
Okay.
He's locked in this room
Yeah.
where he doesn't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
This is how every horror movie starts.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I just take. I'm trying to decide if I burn the paperwork.
You want to set the whole place on fire?
He's
Or?
in there, and I feel bad burning him alive.
I mean,
NPCs don't have feet.
You burned a whole village
you-
apparently
yeah,
that we
you-
don't know about.
Well, I
So-
mean, that's if the posters tell
Yeah.
the
You blow up a
truth.
ship and
Yeah.
like murder a bunch of people. Shit.
You know what?
Like,
We're
your,
gonna
your
still
body
light the
counts
place
in
on
the
fire.
So
40.
you want to light the place on fire? Okay. So you
Oh my god.
you know, there are gas lamps and all kinds of things there. So let me, what would that even be to create a fire? I'm going to say you're using your survival skills. So give me intelligence and survival skill to set this place on fire.
Like that I can do.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, sure. Yeah.
I live in the forest.
2, 3, 4.
oh, you got a crit.
You got a crit.
Regular
And one,
crit.
you got a crit and then 2 successes.
So you got innumerable successes. Okay,
This is
so
the thing that I get.
you are able to you
You're meant
actually
to murder.
you create a fire that isn't going to spread. That's what you get for the crit. You're able to kind of say like, this building is going to go down, but hopefully, like, as long as someone gets there in time, this whole thing isn't going to go. And as the kind of gas lamps start to, you use the gas lamps that are on the wall and push them down, and as the place starts to go up, you leave and you hear these pitiful cries of, "Please, help me! I don't know who I am. Please let me out. I can smell smoke." And then you fucking peace out.
He was gonna kill me, so
Yeah.
it was him or me.
And you flee the scene of this with the fire going behind you.
Bye.
So,
I'm terrible.
Wilhelm,
That's okay. It's the world of darkness.
you face down. There might end up being a wisdom roll for that at some point, because that was quite a cold-blooded.
It was,
Yeah.
You said it was controlled and that he might not.
No, he's fucked. the fire's not going to spread, but this whole building's coming down. Did I not explain that properly? If so, we can go back and you can decide if you want to flee or not. The bacteria has now clearly taken effect, and he doesn't remember who you are. He's just a confused man.
I still want to burn it down, but I want to go back and at least open the door and be like, come on.
He goes, oh, thank you. And he, like, coughing and spluttering, he comes out into the street and says, fire! Fire! And
Fire!
Fire!
Oh my God, fire! How did this happen?
And are you going to make your escape now? Okay. So back at the town square, Bucky Muffler is looking at you, and he actually looks you square in the eye. And he says, I guess there's just one more question that I have, Mr. Apex. What's your name?
I think my gaze goes from him to a little bit beyond him. Mm-hmm. And I say, fire!
And as you look, Bucky Muffler turns and goes, oh my gosh! And the crowd ripples and says, fire!
Oh my God. That's good.
And suddenly they begin to run. Everyone, it's pandemonium as people begin to go, because people on the Isles work well together. So immediately people are getting like a chain of buckets and trying to go and put out the fire. And and Bucky Muffler immediately, to his credit, he is not interested in the answer to your question. He wants to help people as soon as he can. So he starts leading people in putting this fire out as soon as he can. What would you like to do while everyone is distracted?
Well, politically, it's bad look if he's helping and I don't.
Yeah,
right?
so just help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, if you answer, you just say, my Apex's name is Apex.
Yeah.
Apex is Apex.
But okay, so as the fires begin to take hold in the bounty office and the people of Mermaid Bay, as it currently
I'd say we
is,
would be rushing over there with the crowd.
Yeah, as you all rush over the crowd, the essential goodness of humanity unites as everyone decides they're going to put this fire out and help to save their town so it doesn't spread any further. And you are helping to fight this blaze, all of you, for the next few hours. Indeed, until the dawn begins to rise on a new day in Mermaid Bay. And we will burden our souls with the secrets of that day next time on Mage of Sail. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoy the show, please consider... you can also click the bell icon. I think that's very important. Please consider looking us up on Patreon and helping to support the show. But thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. That was dark.
Dark Ed.
A wizard's life for me. We sailed the mighty ocean to find the traitor sea. Bones, bones, bones. A wizard's life for me. We found the isles unconquered, as they should ever be. Bones, bones, bones. A wizard's life for me. We sailed the mighty ocean to find the traitor sea. Bones, bones, bones. A wizard's life for me. We found the isles unconquered, as they should ever be.